How's it going, guys? In this video I'm just going to simply be going over cupping. Is it overrated? Where can I use it? Should I go and get it done? Should I buy my own kit? What are the benefits? Does it hurt? How long should it stay on? Why does it get discolored? I'm going to be trying to go over all this information in this video while keeping it relatively short and just straight to the point. So with that, I'm just going to get right into it right now. So I'll start off with saying, is it overrated? Is it useful? Is it a one-all, be-all, fix-all thing? In the beginning, when it was a fad because of Michael Phelps, everybody's seen all these bruises, thought it was the coolest thing ever. Definitely overrated, but I will say it is a good tool. Simply, the benefits are two things that I know of from my experience and just working on clients, and from what I've read too. I don't think there's a huge amount of studies out there with cupping, but from what I know, it obviously brings blood to that area that it's sucking, and it potentially loosens the fascia tissue, which also will potentially loosen the muscular system as well. So if the fascia tissue is tight, then the muscles are going to be tight. If you can loosen the fascia tissue, it will help to loosen that muscle a little bit, give it a bit more freedom, a bit more range of motion type deal. If you don't know what fascia tissue is, I have explained it in my other videos, but I'll go over it shortly right now. It's simply the superficial layer tissue that goes over all of your muscle. And like I said, if that's tight, then your muscle's going to be tight. So it's really important to address that. Should you go and get it done, or should you just buy your own kit? The kits are honestly cheap, in my opinion. It's a cheap investment and worth trying to see if you like it or your significant other would like it. They range anywhere from $25 to probably $50, I would say. Mine was like $35. They're all a little bit different. Obviously, the qualities can be a bit different comparing to each manufacturer and all. I have two cupping kits. I personally like this one a lot. It was made in Korea. It says AccuZone on it, but I don't make any commission or any benefit off of this video at all in regards to some sort of profiting for advertising. I'm just trying to educate here. So I would say don't even bother to go and get cupped, because after maybe 3 sessions of cupping, you could have just paid for your own cupping kit. As far as, is it a huge learning curve in regards to teaching yourself how to cup? It's so simple. I'll just give you a broad general rule. You can just about place it anywhere you want on your body. Your chest, your brachialis up in here, your forearm, your traps, your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. You could place it just about anywhere you want. I just wouldn't put it in obvious places that seem a bit discomforting, such as, maybe your armpit. There's a lot of lymph nodes in here. I wouldn't go in the crevice of your arm here. I wouldn't go behind, your knee. I have seen people do their neck, but I don't even know if I would do that either. So just stick to the more solid muscle bellies, like, your chest or your shoulders, your arms, forearms, etc. So, huge learning curve? No, not at all. And in regards to this discoloration, as you can see, my shoulder is really discolored here. The darker that color is, which that's nothing compared to what it can be, the darker the color, the more of an indicator that that area needs to be worked on. If the cup just falls off, that area didn't need to be worked on at all, or it's just simply hairy. I can't really cup my legs because of the hair that's on my legs, but usually, like I said, the darker the area, the more that area needs to be worked on. As far as how long you keep the cups on, it could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. It varies, on that person's tension and also how many pumps you do. And how many pumps you do also varies on the kit you get. Some kits after like 3 pumps you don't notice a difference. Some after like 4 pumps you don't notice a difference. So for example, with this one, I think it's after 4 pumps you don't really notice a difference. This sucks very well. I like this. The other cupping kit I have, after 3 pumps you don't really notice a difference. So it's very interesting, but I'll see. So I probably, did like 16, 20 pumps there. It's not getting much tighter after 4 or 5 pumps. But I personally like to max it out on that 4 or 5 pump range and just kind of endure that pain for maybe 10 minutes, and then I take it off. And then if you could further work on that area more with like a hot towel, or maybe have do some self-massage, or it'll obviously help to further relieve that muscle. Now, as a massage therapist, I highly recommend having this tool. It's just so great. You can be working on someone's feet and just have their whole back cupped, and essentially their back's being a little worked on while you're working on their feet. So it's very efficient in that way. And then also, if you're alone and you have this kit and you want to do your back, and you can't like reach it, they do come with these extension cords too. So you can just about cup anywhere you want on yourself. So hopefully this video provided enough information to educate you on what cupping is and how to go about it, and just the overall benefits and all that. So if you found this video useful, please consider sharing with a friend and liking and subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.